actually saw acceleration, but what happened was it moved so fast that it like appeared to be a line of light that zipped from where the position was at to miles away from me. And then all of a sudden that line of light snapped to a little point, and then that point of light took off and went up towards the stars. It was gone that fast. So yeah, that I think qualifies as the most incredible sighting I think I've had, or that I've heard of from many people.
Well, yeah. Well, you definitely saw something. And here's the thing is, the people in the parking lot, I'm sure there was a lot more people, but did it hit the news media? Did it hit the world news?
Next day was like tumbleweeds rolling down an empty street as far as hearing. Never saw anything about it in print, and I bought papers to look. Never saw or heard anything on the news. KMET, which was the rock and roll station at the time, I would figure if anything, Jim Ladd would come on and say something about it. No, nobody said anything anywhere. So, again, that was the climate, 1979, talking about that kind of thing. Was still très gauche, even though there it was, big in your face and hard to deny.
And then I wonder, when people see these, again, I get all types of guests on my show, and because the show is entertainment. Okay, sometimes I get people on that say that we have aliens, they're here just to spread the word that we should love each other, or there's 25 million cloaked UFOs going around the earth to protect us from I don't know what. But if they're here to protect us, they're not really doing a very good job, Jeff. They certainly aren't, because we're still having wars. People are dying everywhere. We got Antarctica that is really going crazy. We got the sea level rises. A lot of bad things are happening, okay? Especially in Washington, D.C. And I'm not going to go there.
That's true.
They haven't done anything to help us.
But you have to keep in mind, you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah. That's also true.
I mean, we don't know what end of the world catastrophe we might have been saved from because, well, we were saved from it.
But
and frankly, I'm glad I didn't find out.
Me too. But you know what? I don't watch the TV show, the reruns of The Invaders. You remember that TV show, The Invaders?
Oh, I do. Yeah. And I didn't like it as a kid, and I haven't bothered to look for it now. So.
Well, I did. Last Saturday, I was bored, okay? I mean, I was just bored after, contacting people all day long that, have them come on my show. So I was up late at 12 o'clock at night is when they show it here, and I watched it. And the first thing it said that these aliens are coming down to Earth to make Earth theirs and to terminate mankind. And I'm going, well, maybe. And in my mind, I had a dream that night. And I woke up in the morning and I go, a lot of people are saying they give off orbs. They're here. They're friendly. They love humans. But then like Terry Lovelace has been on my show. He's coming on later this week, back on Thursday, who claims when he was in the Air Force, he was abducted, him and his buddy, by aliens. And he is very reliable. He's a former U.S. Attorney General, whatever they are, a prosecutor for the government, and very credible guy. And then I've had like Timothy Collin on, and I had all these other people that claim that they either had implants. Whitley was on. Now his story has changed. Kind of, he's not sure now if they're actually aliens from out there or there's something else. He was on the show here a few days ago. But I can tell you, whatever it is, I can't say they're here to protect us or they're here to do something bad. But again, if you look at statistics, the people are vanishing across in our country year after year, that the FBI, says we don't know what's happening to them. We don't think it's crime. That we don't think they're, it's like 40, 50,000 people a year are vanishing in our country alone. That is scary. Something is going on, and people don't want to admit it. That's all I'm saying. Yeah,
the statistics are rather startling, and tried to put a finger on whether it would be something like alien abduction or military abduction or anything like that. I think at best would be speculative. But, some of the stories, you hear so many accounts and so many hyped up stories of alien visitation and things going on that it's any wonder that you don't look out your window at any time of day and see heavy traffic of flying saucers going by and them narrowly missing each other. In fact, some researchers and other companies say, those Americans, they see flying saucers in their pancakes even. And, you have to understand what they're saying is there's a multitude of people trying to tap into the phenomena right now and to say that they're seeing something. Now, even if there is an element of hoaxing going on, you would have to take a large percentage of these people as being credible, which would lend theory to your assumption that, yes, there is something going on. But again, speculating about what that would be is hard because we have so little data to go on other than, say, accounts of like David Pauli's with his research into people that have gone missing in state parks and national parks and things like that. Other than people like him that are paying attention to these numbers and looking for possible answers, vast majority of these, as you say, missing people cases go unnoticed completely. And again, unanswered as well. Sometimes we just never get any kind of closure as to what really went on there. So it's hard to attribute anything to that, and that's the really frustrating part. Wouldn't it be a kick in the pants if they were taken somewhere to start a colony or given advance information and, moved on somewhere? But I don't think that will find to be the case. And I don't believe there's just one agency or entity that's been visiting here or maybe even one agenda that's been working with us. I think there's a high possibility that there's maybe multiple civilizations that have an interest of some type into what type of advancement we have in the near future. And I know that if I lived in the neighborhood, the galactic neighborhood, so to speak, and viewing our track record, I'd be keeping a close eye on us and wanting to make sure that we didn't start wandering around the neighborhood unsupervised, shall we say. Because let's face it, our track record isn't that good. We have a hard time even dealing with the same species here on the same rock, let alone multiple species we might come into from any other places and the possible cultural differences we might encounter, which should that happen.
Well,
So, we have a lot of work to do here before we're quite ready, I think, to have more to do with any of these people should it turn out that they actually are coming from another world.
Yeah, well, hopefully they're not coming here to make it theirs eventually. I don't know. It's scary. It's scary.
Well, I doubt that. I think they've been coming here for a couple 100,000 years. I think, I don't think it's, perhaps we're being the arrogant ones calling this ours. And we've always had that viewpoint that, everything is here for our taking, and this is our place, and we can do with as we please with every species of life that exists on it, and the universe revolves around us, and we're the be-all, end-all, and that's kind of a crappy attitude to go out into a universe with.
It's very bad. I think it's bad. Do you know what I tell people on my show as a joke? I say, look, we eat everything on this planet, even the most disgusting things. Somebody on this planet will eat it, or a group of people will eat it, including each other yet. So in that case, well, they might come down here and look at us as nothing more than a farm, too. We don't know what's going on. That's the whole point. I like to know But you know what? I think the government has lied to us so long about UFOs and everything. I don't know. I keep waiting for these people to contact me and say, disclosure, is this right around the corner? Real disclosure. Well, it hasn't happened.
No, I think the government threw their hands up in the air and put disclosure in the hands of people like us, and it's been going on for at least 10 to 20 years. The government, quite frankly, I don't think knew how to handle the subject, so they threw their hands up in the air and said, well, let it sort itself out. It'll uncover itself soon enough. And I believe that's the way that they've approached the subject now, because I don't think they have any answers either. We look to them for the answers, and I don't think they know any more than anyone else does.
Yeah. Well,
I don't think we have any experts in the field, that's for sure. I mean, it's so varied. There's so many different viewpoints, so many different things to look at here. And anyone that says they have all the answers in it, I would really, have to question.
I would. Hey, our time is up. Is there anything you want to say here in the last minute or two?
Well, I would like to thank you and the listeners again for having me on and listening to what I had to say. Anyone, especially all you truckers out there working hard, thank you for getting all the stuff to us. And these, you're working hard, especially back east. I know the weather conditions aren't as good as it is out here in California. So thank you, guys. And if you see anything while you're out there working, go to the Mufon website, www.mufon.com, and file a report and let us know what you're seeing.
Yeah. Again, guys, do that. You can still message me and tell me about your sightings, but get a hold of Mufon and tell them too. Hey, Jeff, like the last time you were on, I want to thank you for coming on. You're a great guest and very informative and easy to talk to. And I just want to thank you. Say hi to your friend Earl. I tell you what, the truckers love his music a lot. That's why I play a lot as bumper music. So.
Good deal. Excellent. Well, I hope everything goes well when he's on with you Friday. And again, thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Okay, my friend, you take care and have a great evening.
You as well. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Well, anyway, James, our time is virtually gone. And you know what? Great show tonight.
It is a great show. And tomorrow's going to be another great one with Terry Lovelace.
No, he's on, I think, on Thursday. Isn't Bewitched tomorrow?
I've got Terry Lovelace for the 26th.
Let me look here. Let me look.
Could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, Terry Lovelace is on the 26th, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll make sure of that. So anyway, till tomorrow when we have Terry Lovelace on. And then after the 27th, we have the gentleman, David, about the TV show Bewitched. And that's going to be an interesting, different show. And then, I hate to say it, and I don't mean I hate to say it, Friday, we're going to be talking about UFOs again with Earl.
Oh, yeah. Earl's always great.
Yeah. I mean, I think we cover the UFOs realistically more than most shows do. I mean, in a month's time with the great guest out there in the field. So, I mean, you can either believe it, take it as entertainment, whatever. We also covered a little bit about hoaxers tonight and people that maybe don't realize they're hoaxing. They're taking pictures and not realizing what they're taking can be explained quite well. Well, till tomorrow, people, I wish everybody, health and beauty and all that stuff. And say hi to your family members. Say hi to your daughter, your son. Tell your wife you love them. We'll catch you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Night.
Jake the Nagger was a biker, and he drove his motorcycle that fast. He drove a big chop hog with a gang cousin's jacket, and he ran down citizens for laughs. He had an old lady named Petula, packed an automatic 45 gun. They had just come up from California, where they shot 6 cops for fun.
Jake thought he was the best